had this sourdough. I've had it for almost 31 years, and the guy I got it from had it for 20. So it's almost 51 years old. The reason I like sourdough is because the fermentation takes away the sugar, which is better bread for you. My nutritionist told me that it's better bread for you to eat that. So, because it's going to have to rise, you know. Let's see. So with this, what I do, I turn this light on because I'll put that bowl when it's rising in the it's nice, and then when it raises in the bread pans that I put it on the stove.
Where are you putting it when it rises?
The first time in the oven with the light on, because it'll give it just enough heat, you know.
And you put the plastic bowl in there?
It's not on. So anyway, so what we do first is get warm water. We want 3 cups of water, because I'm doubling it. A lot of times people will put sugar in to help it, and maybe I'll put a little bit of sugar in because the sourdough will take care of that.
Help the yeast grow.
Huh?
Help the yeast grow.
Yes, it helps the yeast grow.
So you use yeast and sourdough in your bread?
Oh yes, that's what the recipe calls for. So that's 1, and you do need 5 for this, 2. So this is organic sugar. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of that in. I usually don't do this, but it doesn't hurt, and it helps the yeast to rise. So, calls for 6 tablespoons of butter, because I'm done. And I love Kerrygold butter. It's what I like, what I use.
What do you like about the Kerrygold?
It's, for one thing, it's from Ireland, but it's from grass-fed cows as well. 6. A little bit more, because it's not right on the edge, right? So. And I always try and put stuff away when I'm doing this too, because it makes cleanup.
That's why we're doing it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why you're doing it in Grandma's kitchen, huh? And salt. It calls for 4 teaspoons of salt. Okay, I always keep a hanky or some sort of cloth on top with a rubber band to hold it on because it needs to breathe. That's the sourdough. And it's 2 cups of sourdough. And this is a big cup, but that's all right. 2 cups of sourdough. Okay, stir. Okay. Now, dump this in slowly so that he can mix it. Okay. That is not all the flour we need in it because we need till it's really thick and stuff, so. Okay, the history of the sourdough is there was a guy at church we went to church with in Alaska. His name is Jim Gorley. He's in heaven with the Lord right now. But we were talking about sourdough, and I had some when we were in Kotzebue, but it got all messed up, so I was talking to him, and he said he had some, and it was 20 years old, and I go, great. So he brought me some to church, fully mixed up, which is wonderful. And then I've been using it ever since. Now he had it for 20 years. I have had it for almost 31 years. It'll be 31 years in December. So it's 51 years, this sourdough. And I love it. And the way I keep it, if I don't want to use it for a while, you can keep it in the refrigerator for up to a month or so. I have heard that you can freeze it, but I have not done that. But if I go on vacation, I put it in the refrigerator, put the lid on it so it's sealed. Not really, really tight, but put the lid on it, and then it's okay when you get back. You have to regenerate it, of course. And that means you have to add more flour, I add more flour. I put honey in mine, is what I do. I put honey in mine, and flour, and warm water. And you have to do that for a couple of days to get it so it's regenerated and enough so you can make bread. But that's what I do. That's
Do
how
you put flour and water in yours every day?
every day. And if you forget a day or two, it's not bad. It'll still be okay, but it's good if you put a little bit of flour, sugar, a little flour, honey, and warm water, and just mix it all up. Yours?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you want real garlic, or do you want garlic powder or garlic salt?
All three sounds good.
All three? Does that sound good to you, Renee?
Nothing one loaf without.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's not
Here,
hot.
put it here, Tux. Okay, do
Look
the
how,
big reveal.
no, wait, move your hand. Take the towel off. Look how it has risen.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is
Whoa.
what I do. I'll give you half of it.
Weird.
And but I usually do it in fours anyway. So, oh, that feels so wonderful.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Nice and soft and beautiful.
Whoa.
Yeah. You want to feel it?
Is that how all sourdough is?
Yeah, if you do it right. Okay, now, does that look about half? I try to not cut it with a metal. I just don't know why. I've heard that it's not good. So I don't know who I heard it from, but I hear it. So,
Felt
Okay.
like a metal bowl. It'd be better
Yeah.
to use plastic.
well, I used to do it in a metal bowl.
It's not
We don't want to knead it too much
Yeah.
and stuff.
Especially at this point.
Yeah. So just flatten it out a little bit. Just roll it. Try and pull the corners in a little bit. Roll it. See, doesn't it look nice? He told me when he gave it to me that it was from 1900. This sourdough he has. I have no proof. I can prove that it's 51 years old, but he got it from somebody, and it was in Alaska. They pass things around. You know, I don't know how many I've given, but the sourdough to people here in Bellingham, Washington, lots of people, and so that's what you do with it. And if you want to save it, and you're not gonna use it for months and months, you get wax paper. You put wax paper out, you pour it on there, and let it dry. And when it's dry, then you crumble it up in little pieces. And here's some of it that I've had. I like to keep some of this on hand just in case. Just touch that now. Okay, sometimes, just so it doesn't get too brown, I put aluminum foil over it.